Hi, I'm Martina. Welcome to Magnetic Clarity. I'm a kinesiologist. I use tarot to explore downloads that will help us cultivate the life we want.
Hi guys, today we're going to have a look at you and a energy outside of you, whether it's a person, a situation, a divine choice. So it could be love, it could be friendship, it could be just a dream you're building. So it's just the energy you're holding towards that situation and an energy that's outside of you that you're either trying to work towards, or what's the co-creation between you, the situation, person, or event. Okay, so let's just give you some cards to choose from. There's going to be 3 piles. They're very awkward to shuffle, so. Oh, that's 2. Okay, hi pile 1. So this was your card. And water lily. Trust in the flow of your life and feel your heart relax. It knows when and how to surrender the struggle. There is an easier way ahead. I surrender into ease and grace. Okay. So let's see what your energy is in terms of the situation. Just what is your energy frequency? Where are you currently in this story? What is it that you're searching for, needing clarity on? Thank you. The Fates, 17. Okay, interesting. And let's get the energy outside of you, whether it's a person, event, or a situation. So obviously take what resonates and leave the rest, and don't make the message fit your story, although if there is a message you will hear it loud and clear. Bottom of the deck is peace, and you've got time to go. Okay, let's see what energy you are either healing or offering. What's the outcome you were looking for? What is it that you need to know, learn, expand on? Freedom and sacrifice. And let's get an energy for this person, situation, or event towards you. How are they helping you expand your life in one way or another? Gratitude and indulgence. Bottom of the deck, offended, enlightened. Just make sure you can see these cards. Going back to this card, water lily, trust in the flow of your life and feel your heart relax. I feel like there has been obviously a big question asked on your side. You're wondering what you're supposed to do about this current situation. I feel like you might have been working quite hard towards an outcome. If it's a person, I feel like you've probably sacrificed a lot. There is a part of your freedom you want, and you're wondering if the sacrifice was worth it, or if it is part of the payoff, or is it sort of self-sacrificing that you might be actually hindering your own growth and now desire freedom? Or is the hard work paying off to that sort of emotional freedom? Because the energy here on your situation feel like it might be time. I mean, it does say time to go, right? But I feel like she's releasing some of her story. She has surrendered. She's allowed all of the fight to kind of diminish. She has gone into surrender energy. So I feel like the situation might be almost releasing you from its hooks. This may be a good thing. It is divine. Just remember that. Your life is always divinely timed. It's always working for your highest good. And so maybe there is a surrendering or a relinquish of this energy that it's had over you. The fates, I feel like this situation was definitely part of your journey. I feel like it has been your sole focus on some level. I feel like you've almost learned so much about yourself in this situation, and you're kind of leaving parts of you behind with this situation so that they have their healing too. I feel like they are grateful. They know they've probably indulged a lot of your time and empathy or your contribution to the situation. So they've probably had a sort of a codependency maybe. So on one level, they have been indulgent, but their lesson is to be grateful and show gratitude and appreciation to the story. But they may not be at that frequency yet. You know, they haven't quite found the gold in the situation. They're still in that take energy. And I feel like you're actually freeing yourself from this situation, that you've sacrificed enough, and you understand that you can't always be there for everyone when it depletes you. It's like you have to nurture that peace within yourself. And the problem that the good situation about this, or the good part of this situation, is, you know, when you do try to, I guess, help someone out of their situation to a sacrifice of yourself, there is a part of that situation where you kind of rob them of their own journey, and it's almost like tough love. You have to kind of let the story go for them to find their own healing aptitude or their healing cardio. They have to go through the journey of life, you know. So I feel like you were offering both flows of the love, and how much you were receiving back might not have been equal balance. And so maybe if you've come to this reading, you're looking for a clue as to whether it's time to either take it in a new direction, but it's certainly leaving whatever it is right now in its wake, or it's kind of like hands off for now. It might not be that if it's a relationship, it might not be the ending of a relationship, but it's definitely time to let go of its current version. There's no more sacrifice that you can pour into this story anymore, or not right now, not without it having a reciprocal, equal exchange. You may have been worrying to make this call. You may have worried about the impact of it. You may have been praying up until this point, or at least trying to find that clue or that wisdom of how do you get out of this situation without offending or hurting. But ultimately, you have to rise to your own occasion, right? And they do too, or it does too. I do feel like it is a relationship for most of you, but obviously just take what resonates. But you know, everything's always a mirror, right? So you're grateful for this story. You're not walking away with a like it was a waste of your time. You are taking the lessons. And as with them, the mirror reflection for them is, you know, to find their own emotional freedom. And yeah, there is always an equal exchange on some level. You just want it to be elevated, right? Let's see what Tarot has to say. The Moon. Five of Swords. King of Swords. Eight of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. The Tower. And the bottom of the deck is the Death card. A new beginning and an ending. So I feel like we are, it is some sort of ending on some level, whether it has a permanent ending or a temporary ending. Like I said, this journey can't go on. You've been to battle. You've tried to figure out what the underlying issues to this story is. I feel like, you know, there's 17, 18 here. I feel like you have been trying to figure out what's the highest version of the situation and what could you be reaching for, but you've just never been able to see with real clarity this situation. There's something being clouded in it. The battle has been rough, and now you're deciding to pick you. You're like releasing yourself from being a pincushion on some level, and you are sort of, yeah, you're going to have your own back. You're taking charge of your life. You are no longer going to be the sacrificial lamb. You're actually going to be, yeah, King of Sword energy, rational, enlightened. And you're going to cut away any of this secrecy or, you know, this disillusionment, this lack of truth, this lack of transparency in the story, whether it's just because this situation hasn't been fully upfront and clear. Either way, you couldn't tap into it because there was too many smoke and mirrors. You can sort of see that in this image. There's like, not all that glitters is gold, right? There's been a disconnect, probably because they may be disconnected from themselves, so they're not authentic anyway, because they haven't fully truly, they haven't been doing the work, I guess I want to say. And that's been making you choose to walk away from this situation. You've kind of learnt all the possibilities that you've been waiting for that never eventuated. You've tried to work all the angles. You've tried to offer so many solutions to it. You've tried so many versions of it, and it just hasn't worked out. And in order for you to grow your self-worth, your confidence, your self-esteem, all your positive attributes, to feel that new cycle, you have to almost give birth to yourself again. And that's why this situation has probably been decided for you. I feel like you may have at some point, when you've got sacrifice energy here, and that you're working against destiny on some level, it's that divine interventions had to come in and play. So whether this has, you know, increased the speed of this solution out of, you know, pure wear and tear, It may even look like they're calling the shots by the ending, or, you know, and if you feel like, wow, you did so much and the payoff wasn't there, but it is for your highest good. Something's come in and helped you reassess the situation. But I do feel like you were going to make the decision, or you made the decision. It's one of those, like you were going to do it, whether you actually said the final words in time. If you didn't say it first, you were already at that decision anyway. You'd already started to plan your next move because you just knew that there was no way forward. So yeah, interesting. Let's just clarify. I feel like we're 16, 17, 18. You know, you have, yeah, there's been a lot of big energies at play. And it's all been working in your favor. And I feel like you are starting to heal from that and starting to shine a lot brighter. That's why you can walk away with a sense of you did all you could in that story, and that you gave your best shot, and you're leaving them with some sort of love and lesson. You don't wish them any harm because you know that they're at their limits, and it's for them to, you know, push through. There's nothing more you can do or offer. You've given it all. Let's just clarify this Tower card for pile 1. Tower is at the bottom. Yeah, basically you'd already decided, you probably just didn't make the play, and by circumstances or by divine intervention, like a Tower moment, it's speeding fast in your direction so that there's no second thoughts or backing out of it. It's done. It's time to go for sure. It's really interesting. Okay. I think you're okay with this scenario. I think you're okay with the situation. I think you've got what you needed, even if perhaps, you know, like I said, you weren't the last one to have the big conversation. Something maybe blindsided you, but you're actually relieved of that. Okay, let's get some final messages for pile 1. A subtle change brings profound transformation. My body, my mind, my soul resonate with well-being. Yeah, it's kind of like what I was saying, you know, you've kind of been working on this scenario anyway. And if some divine intervention, even if it was big or small, it's bringing such a Tower moment for change and transformation that the healing will actually rebound quite quickly because you've already done so much in the background anyway. So let's get another message. What was the overall message or lesson that pile 1 will be taking with them, either from this situation or towards the next one? I love it. I'm a catch with your butterfly wings. Your wings are there and your wings are there. I'm a catch. I'm a total catch, and I know all the reasons why. I know that anyone would be lucky to be with me, and that doesn't mean I'm arrogant or snobby. Self-respect is just one of many qualities exhibited by this complete and utter babe. I love it. Exactly. You've been working on yourself. You've realized your worth, and you're ready to, yeah, basically It's like that water lily energy. It's like trust in the flow of life and feel your heart relax. It knows when and how to surrender the struggle. There is an easier way ahead. So yeah, I mean, pile one, like you have with this death card resurrected yourself. So yeah, you have been through the wars, but it's over now. And the truth is, we are all basically the universe pretending to be humans for a brief moment of time. Okay. RuPaul. I think that's kind of also saying, you know, that life is a journey, and for many, many complicated, multidimensional reasons, things play out and you wonder why. And there's no like self-loathing in these situations. It's just a brief moment in time, and we have this power to keep moving on. Everything's been for our highest good and our highest timeline. So it's just working with those energies, and that does sound very high level, but I think you're ready to hear it. So that's your reading, pile one. And yeah, I wish you the best. Take care.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Thanks a million.
Hi, pile two. So this is the card that you picked. Whirlwind. Destiny is at play in your life right now. Let change happen. In time, we all settle into peaceful order. I trust the divine schedule, and let's get things moving. Well, there's a couple of houses here. So are you moving house? Do you need to... Are you buying a house, or is it a new emotional home? Okay, let's see. So pile two, this is really about you and an energy outside of yourself. So it could be all things: people, places, events, or a next chapter. So take what resonates and leave the rest. So let's get your current energy towards this story that you're looking for clarity on. Pile two. Deep knowing. And what is the energy outside of it? What is the energy outside of it? Outside of you that you're either working towards or working around? Not two cards. Can I have one card for pile two? Yeesh. This came up in pile one. Interesting. And bottom of the deck is go to the sea. Okay. Deep knowing. $43, $45. Okay, what is the energy that you are trying to heal or expand from this story? What have you been trying to get out of it? Or what is the energy in between? And towards them or it, what has been their situation or energy in this story? Pile two. Bottom of the deck, apologizing and grudge. Offended, enlightened. Yeah, it's really interesting. A lot of readings at the moment seem to be coming from a place of change, like big changes. I'm not sure what's in the energy right now. I know we've just had a total eclipse, but it's the previous video I put out was the death card. There was a lot of death and rebirth energies around. So I feel like some of that is getting played out in these readings today as well. Changes, you know, there's definitely, like the card says, trust in the divine schedule that gets things moving. I think you know it. I don't think really we're ever surprised of much of what's happened in our life. We may have like hissy fits at the time about changes because we don't appreciate change often because we're so busy being our human selves trying to control it. But when they are at play, our gut just tells us so many things, right? And I feel like this situation that you've come to ask about is about an ending. And I feel like it's a hard one because it's not where you thought it started. It's not where you thought it was going to end up. You thought you were building something and it's having to almost come to an end. And you're kind of surprised at what a 180 it's actually taken. It's certainly not where you started, and there's been a lot of discomfort and resentment, and perhaps a few choice words that's kind of been building. And I feel like it's been in this situation where it's been in this subtle realm of resentment where it's just been in the background for a long time, and you're feeling a little, at times, lost at sea. You know, you're just not sure. You feel like you're in the middle of nowhere with it. You're trying to get traction and you just can't. And it's yeah, you felt a bit lost in that story. And as that's built over time, there has been this bickering or, you know, some sort of animosity in the story, and it's kind of been to and fro of apologizing and holding grudges and offending the other person. And I think ultimately there's just a mismatch. It just doesn't seem like this is supposed to continue on some level. I feel like, yeah, surrendering to your destiny is the only place to go now. So let's just see what Tarot actually has to say. Let's actually bring it down a bit to the 3D, a bit more grounded. This obviously is a situation that's run its course. It's probably at times got a bit ugly. Not that you've ever meant it to be that. It's kind of always been out of misunderstandings, or unhealed trauma from both parties or both situations, or yeah, it's just something has to move, change. Whoa, it's a bundle. We have 9 of Wands, the Lovers, 2 of Pentacles, High Priestess, 8 of Wands, King of Cups. Can you see that? And bottom of the deck is 8 of Pentacles. Yep, it's been a journey. It's been very enduring. You've definitely had to build resilience on it, and you've tried your best, and It could have even been kind of like a karmic relationship, like where there was this story that had to play out, and even though you may have come to it trying to offer, some vitality to it, there's just been, I guess you've had your fingers burnt. Like it's just, there's no connection. It's not, it may have been a past karmic relationship, or, I mean, you've both agreed to obviously enter into this story. So I feel like it's your emotional home. You're just not sure what's next. But it comes down to a choice, right? You have got choices. So I feel like you already know that there might be a second option. You just haven't really taken action. But it's time. I think you have probably been working on a plan in the background, trying to figure out maybe on like 3D level, like financial resources, your job, how does this affect? Maybe you don't want to do the whole ending because the emotional toll that it takes to work through the situation. It's just this never right time. You just keep putting it off. And that's how this resentment and grudges has been growing. But I feel like your intuition is stepping in loud. Like it's going to either end the situation for you, or you're going to take the choice yourself. And it's going to require some immediate action, I think. So the cards are telling you to remember what healthy love and relationships feel like. Remember when you are in your power with your cup full and what you're trying to actually do in this life. Because you have other interests, you have other strengths. I feel like work is a very good outlet for you. I feel like you have that imbalance on some level. You probably are overworking right now because you're probably trying to, or have in the past, tried to just like plod along with the story because you know that it will be a life-changing event. But destiny's schedule's at play. So if you don't make the choices, in pile 1, where we had the same card and a similar story, the choice was made for them. There was a tower moment. I feel like you have some advance warnings. So you know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. This is just a reading for you to maybe consider taking a more immediate approach right now and controlling the outcome if you can on some level. Let's see what other messages are coming through. Big changes, endings, and exciting beginnings. Life is full of unplanned wonder. I'm ready for something new. So yeah, you are, you know it. You know it. Let's just clarify quickly. King of Cups. I want to know what the King of Cups actually looks like for you. What is it that can encourage you to take this step? Can we actually get some finer details on what's the possible outcome for pile 2? Whoa. Hello. Ooh. Wheel of Fortune. And you knocked off the heart chakra. Okay, pile 2. Ace of Wands, the world. You're completing this cycle for sure. You've decided that the world is bigger. There's probably plenty of fish in the sea. The Lover's card has come back in play. It looks a lot more divine and integrated. It's full of passion and excitement. And Seven of Swords. Yeah, there won't be any more of that backstabbing or self-betrayal or, yeah, the karmic lesson's over. It's funny how, yeah, this has been a divine relationship or situation, but the lessons I've learned, time to go. Class complete. But this King of Cups is actually coming in your way, whichever this is, whether it's just your energy, but I feel like it is love. There's a brighter, yeah, I don't even know if there's like, the bottom of this deck is go to sea, right? So it could even be a travel option. You know, like this card, we were talking about moving homes or an emotional home, like a different choice and going with the flow. And just feel like maybe there's an international, maybe even a holiday romance. Who knows? Maybe when you go to, yeah, maybe you go for like a little R&R after this situation and a really fast relationship comes in your way because you've alchemized this karma. Okay, interesting. Let's get 2 more cards to end the reading. Unplanned wonder. You might not see it coming. King of Cups' eyes are closed. Whew. A lot of passion too, it seems. Ace of Wands. It's going to rock your world, I think. Okay, let's see. What other messages do we have for pile 2? Boundless love. I've actually got 2 cards. Boundless love. Surrender. Another echo. Hear ya. You are hereby being called to unclench your grip on any old thought patterns that are getting in your way. Surrender any ideas that make you feel like a victim of circumstance, or which make you dream, or your dream relationship, which makes your dream relationship seem like an impossibility. The mayor of reinvention has just arrived and has made the following decree. Limiting beliefs about yourself and your life are here to fall forthwith officially and undubitably declared for the birds. Boundless love. Today I open my eyes a little wider and walk a little taller, noticing that the world around me is filled with tiny miracles. With this in mind, it's easy to fall in love over and over again, with everything from honeybees to neon signs. And while I'm feeling this inspired and this in love, everything else sort of falls into place. And, wow. Like, I mean, you are really coming out of the darkness with this story. And, but guess what? The lights are bright. The lights are bright. Final message for pile 2. Whoa. It's with the double messages. Dumbo didn't need the feather, the magic was in him. Okay, Stephen King. The morning air was like a new dress that made her feel the apron tied around her waist. She untied it and flung it on a low bush beside the road and walked on, picking flowers and making a bouquet. From now on until death, she was going to have flower dust and springtime sprinkled over everything. Yeah, you're done and dusted, but it's fairy dust. So I hope this resonates, pile 2. If it doesn't, please leave it at the door. Let's not make it fit. But if this is a situation where you needed a clue to say, wrap this up and yeah, time to go. And because when you do, and when you make this choice, power, love is all around, and it's coming in thick and fast because you're going to be a vibrational match for it. Okay, pile 2, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Thanks a million.
Hi, pile 3. So this is your card. Like a compass? Okay. Ocean heart. Stormy waters may cause confusion, but your inner wisdom flawlessly guides you towards your true north. You shall find your way. I trust in the grace that guides me forward. Okay. So let's see what your energy is and the energy outside of you, whether it's a person, situation, or event. For the last 2 readings, pile 1 and pile 2, it seems to be relationship based. But let's see. Let's see. What is pile 3's energy in this situation? Okay. Go the distance. Okay, what is the energy outside of pile 3 that she is or he is wondering about? Blessed. Okay, bottom of the deck, thinker. Okay. And what other energies between them are they uncertain about? Any blind spots or any lessons, or what is the finer information we need to know between why this story is important from pile 3's perspective? Okay. Vulnerability and empathy, and the energy of the outside situation. Love and hurt, swan energy. Okay, bottom of the deck. Freedom and sacrifice. Wow, it's really interesting because I feel like you've been dreaming about this situation. You know, I feel like there's an hesitation on, well, on all piles there's been an hesitation. I guess that's why, you know, we come to readings like this, because we're looking for a little nudge, right? So pile 1 and pile 2 was kind of about an ending, a nudge to kind of call it, you know. But I feel like you need a nudge to go for it, like go the distance, and it's blessed. Whatever it is that you're chasing it's like a divine encounter. Like you've got this love, you've got swan energy, like, and the vulnerability and the empathy that this relationship provides, and you provide it. So again, I'm going to work with relationship in pile 3 as well. I feel like where you might have got trapped is you might overthink it. You might be worried that it's going to cause some damage, you know, like we all have hurts in the past that block our progress. And that empathy and vulnerability is a raw emotion, right? But I feel like with 22, you know, it's kind of like a divine union. I feel like, you know, and 47 makes 11. So this is your energy. And I think when you co-create with this one, it's for life. It's perfect symmetry. It's like you've been dreaming and looking for that buried treasure, that, you know, that elusive ever after love affair. but you've been manifesting it quite consciously. You've remained close to your heart. You've been listening to your dreams. You've not really dabbled too much in other relationships. I feel like you've just kept this quiet manifestation in your own heart and mind. And now that it's come into your vicinity, the underlying issue is freedom and sacrifice. It's like you've enjoyed your freedom, but is this situation worth the sacrifice? And I'm going to say yes. You've got swans that, you know, mate for life. They are, yeah, divine counterparts. And it's like, don't even hesitate. It's like cheater energy. Like, go straight to the finish line. You're the winner. So let's see what tarot has to say. Pile 3. What does this situation really look like? What can you tell pile 3? Ah. Spill the tea, universe. We want to know what is going on in this story. That seems so divinely amazing. Okay, let's see. A lot of cards here. Okay, we've got 6 of Wands. We've got Justice. We've got the Chariot. We've got the 10 of Wands. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the 5 of Swords. And we've got the Hanged Man. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see all of these cards. Can I squeeze them in? Hanged Man. And bottom of the deck, the Emperor. Divine counterpart, the Emperor. It's like victory, victory, victory. It's like a victory lap. It's like not only go the distance, but then take a victory lap, because this is going to be an amazing journey. It's 6 of Wands. It's like, yeah, victory. It's justice. It's winning an equal balance. It's harmony. It's the Chariot. It's like dancing in the universe like no one's watching. You've got the 10 of Wands energy. I feel like you've learned all of these karmic lessons. That's why you're in the place now to vibrate at this frequency. You're grounded. You know your worth. You're the Queen of Pentacles. You are channeling what's good for your heart. You have been doing your compass work. You've been, you know, working on your vibration. You've done the inner work, and that's not easy, and not a lot of people decide to do it, but you've been doing the healing work, and you've been pulling the pins out of the past. You've been pulling out all of these like injuries that have caused you up until this point, and now you're able to see things from a brand new perspective. It's like you've been in a holding position because you weren't ready to go the distance unless it was for the right counterpart, person, situation. Yeah, you're in total alignment, and you're prepared to sacrifice your freedom. You know, you're not going to allow this opportunity to stay suspended. You're going to ground it. You're going to yeah, live it, love it. Let's see if I actually want to clarify. Why now? Like, why now for pile 3? What is so amazing about this relationship that it's like, whew, What is so amazing about this relationship that it's worth all the hoo-ha? Well, we've already got the King of Wands. Queen of Swords, okay. King of Wands and the base chakra knocked off. So I feel like this is why it's so grounded, because he's your King of Wands, or, you know, whoever the counterpart is. It's that you are, it doesn't give you sleepless nights. It's like, it's this energy here where you just know that you're in this space to manifest and live passionately and emotionally. It's like you've put all of that, Four of Swords, you've put all of those negative ideas to bed, those injuries. You've rested and recuperated, and you know, you're at peace. You have your own inner peace, and that's why this is going to be so amazing. You have had to fight through some of the demons. You have had to go through a dark night of the soul, but you've come out, yeah, smelling like roses. So this relationship is definitely exciting. Okay. Okay, we have some more messages for pile 3. You just can't make it up. Deep love, soul connection. I welcome healthy and heartful relationships. What is brewed will boil. I have faith in myself and trust my decisions. Pile 3. Like, I don't even know if I should pull any more cards because I feel like it's all so amazing. Soul connections. Twin flames. Oops. Open heartness. My best self. I trust that when I'm doing what's best for me and being the happiest version of myself, the right sort of relationships will appear in my life. That means I can let go of all of my worries about the future, knowing my only job is to be happy in this moment, while simultaneously attaining a cosmic level of enlightenment, awareness, and total psychological self-actualization, which is what I think you've been doing. You've been manifesting this. Open-heartedness. I know that life and the people living it can be an absolute bummer sometimes, but I promise not to let unhappy chapters make me jaded. If I let negative experiences turn me sour, when the jerk wins, then the jerks win. So I'll move on and with an open and hopeful heart, if only because I hate losing to jerks. Yeah, you've totally been doing the work, pile 3. And the cards are just completely confirming all of that. And you really are, it's a credit to yourself, because this is what we all try to achieve with the self-work, you know, pulling out all of those scar injury, the scar tissue, you know, taking a chance again at life, especially at love, because this vulnerability, you know, it's like an open wound sometimes, because you're asking someone to trust it. It's like open heart surgery with your heart really falling in love again. But it seems like now's the time. Okay, one more message for pile 3 to end the reading. I don't know exactly where ideas come from, but when I'm working well, ideas just appear. I've heard others say similar things, so it's one of the ways I know there's help and guidance out there. Yeah, I guess it's just confirmation that, yeah, you know how to work this energy stuff. You know how to manifest. You know how to work your frequency, keep your vibrations high. And yeah, it's It's really amazing. Just want to remind myself of what this card was saying, if I can pick it up. Ocean Heart. Stormy waters may cause confusion, but your inner wisdom flawlessly guides you towards your true north. You shall find your way. There you go, pile 3. Very, very interesting. I hope this has helped. I hope it's given you some clarity and no more hesitation. Nudge, nudge, go the distance. You have what everyone else is still trying to work out for themselves and build. So go you. Okay, thanks a million. See you next time.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Thanks a million.